Okay, guys, is it visible now? Am I audible clearly now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
starting exactly
Yes, sir.
half an hour late. Hopefully, I'll make up for this time. Sorry for the delay. This presentation was intended to be on 7th of May. So, we are late by a few days, but better late than never. So, all my presentations always will begin with thanking the Lord Almighty who's given me much more than what I deserve. And when it comes to finance, I have to thank my dad as well, who has been instrumental in teaching me the clinical part of the finance. So this is my brief biodata. You all are aware of it by now. So we'll be discussing the health insurance basics, understanding your plans in depth in 3 parts today. So this is part 1 of 3 intended. Technically, it is part 16, but then part 16 we'll take up in the morning. Sorry, webinar number 16 we'll take up in the morning tomorrow. So it has been reshuffled a bit. So as I discussed in the critical illness plans, so I'm already on the way. If you have any problems in the bandwidth or any other issue with the voice breaking or slide problem or screen problem, please just ping me in the chat. So because my screen is only showing me as well and the slides only. So ping me in the chat if you have any issues. So as I discussed in the critical illness coverage part, there are different parts of health insurance. We have individual plans, family floater plans, group health insurance, specifically given by the employers to their employees, then senior citizen plans, critical illness, of course, and a couple of specific illness as well. So broadly speaking, if we divide them, we have 3 kinds of plans: the medical insurance or the health insurance part, the fixed benefit plans like an accidental part, and the third, the critical illness part. Of course, I'll be touching the health insurance and the other fixed benefit plans in this. I've already taken up critical illness when I told you that I'll be taking up that in a say recent future. But then those timelines have merged now. This video will be online in a couple of days. So we all know that the inflation is at its all-time high, including the medical inflation. We all know people who actually got hospitalized in last April, May. Their initial COVID bills were in the range of 15 to 17 lakhs as well. We all know that. And this is actually a huge amount. And sometimes even for a normal hospitalization, the minimum expenses actually go through the roof. And the problem is that many of us can't have disposable cash, especially the middle class cannot have that much amount of disposable cash to actually throw away or say literally splurge on this kind of a medical extravaganza, if I may have the liberty to call it. But the problem is that this is not a thing which anyone wants. This is not an invited thing, but this comes uninvited and actually comes unannounced as well, and affects us physically, morally, literally, and metamorphically as well. So of course, with the financial instability, sometimes who don't have disposable money enough of that, they actually have to dip into their retirement plans, or they have to dip into their other savings as well. We all know that can be very, very detrimental for one's financial future career. So after the COVID-19 broke up last year, 15 months back, the demand to have health insurance has actually shot up. You can see so many models, so many actors actually change. आगे सिर्फ वो पंकज त्रिपाठी जी और अक्षय कुमार आते थे हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस के लिए. Now you can see lot of television actors promoting. इतना सब होने के बाद भी आपने अभी तक हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस नहीं लिया और टर्म प्लान नहीं लिया, आप शायद उनमें से हैं या नहीं हैं. All those ads you see on the TV. So it has become absolute necessity. So that is the reason these three sessions, totally in depth and fast tracked on YouTube, so that everybody can get benefited from it. Again, as a part of my payback to the dental society. So we all know, as I said, it ran into 15 to 17 lakhs even last year. But even for a normal COVID hospitalization, if the beds and oxygen are available, that is the biggest dilemma since almost 3 weeks or close to 1 month now. So ever since the shortage happened in Delhi, this has been a problematic issue for many. But if it is available, the beds are available, then that is not an issue. But otherwise, if you are not hospitalized, minimum expenditure would be close to 5 to 6 lakhs as well. Then if the beds are not available, you are suggested a home quarantine kind of a thing, or a home hospitalization, which in insurance terminology we call as domiciliary hospitalization. Some policies don't cover it. Of course, in the recent years, many such policies are there which are covering home hospitalization as well. In today's time, why it is necessary, I'll be covering that as well. So people who have health plans, they are covering it. Even I used to say till a year back, everyone should have the medical insurance in the range of 2 to 5 lakhs. Now even I say it should be minimum 5 to 8 lakhs, along with a separate critical illness coverage. So there are separate COVID plans as well. I'll take up those as well in my presentation. I've tried to cover up all the aspects. As I said, it is a complete presentation instead of the main parts which I usually share. It is the complete presentation. Rather, you'll get more than extra things only. The data which is going to be there will be the most recent one. So medical insurance can be so helpful in today's scenario. It is like a protective shield for us, and it gives access to quality health care. But the problem is that many look at the health insurance as section 80D. Medical insurance kitne tak exempted? 25,000 plus 50,000 for parents. You can avail insurance for that. चलो पॉलिसी नहीं है, कम से कम प्रिवेंटिव चेक हम लोग नॉर्मल रूटीन टेस्ट कराते हैं. What people do is वो रूटीन टेस्ट कितने के भी करवाएं, 500, 700, 1000, 2000. Usually nobody gets it done. Before COVID, nobody used to get it done before a year. Yes, those who are conscious, they get it done at least 6 monthly. People like me also get it done 4 to 5 monthly minimum. My mom, we get it done every quarter. So we all have schedules lined up for that, and that is it there. Then preventive checkup is covered up to, even if you don't have a policy, any kind of health policy, you still get a 5,000 rebate in the income tax for preventive insurance. And you don't need any bills for that. And you don't need any, say, digital payment or cash payment kind of a thing. 5,000, even if you have not gotten any test done, people still take a rebate for 5,000. Ki kaun puchne aa raha hai? So that is, the problem is not that you're taking the rebate for that. The problem is that you're not getting the test done, which is most important. So health insurance is absolutely necessary to actually safeguard you. And the whole world has gone through it. We are facing the healthcare collapse. Not going into the political side of it, we all know that there are problems in every country. Just a year back, we had the lockdown. There was, now everybody says that lockdown was not needed. But just look at the scenario, what happened. Exactly a year back, US, Italy, and Spain. US and Italy amongst the world's topmost healthcare systems. They have very robust system. They also collapsed. And India, we say our health system has collapsed. Health system hasn't collapsed. Actually, health system was never a robust one. So it just got exposed. But even then, even after being exposed, no government doctor is on leave. Even they are working 7 days. So people are putting their own, say, full effort for that. And trust me, there has been hardly any colleague who's working in a hospital and hasn't yet become positive and then recovered back. I was just talking to my colleagues in Christian College in the morning. They say the quarantine schedule used to be 17 days. It was reduced to 14 days. Now the latest guidelines say it is being thought of being revised to 10 days. So somebody who turns positive with least symptoms will be quarantined for 10 days. As of today, 11th May 2021, I'm talking. It can be a little bit before or a little bit after. It can change afterwards. But as of today, it is going to be changed. Why? The biggest reason, they don't want the medical staff to be laid back for longer. Again, see the pitiful condition of a medical staff. They were the first ones to be injected like a guinea pig for the COVID vaccine. And trust me, Maharashtra, we have so many cases. I see so long lines actually, and on the television or on the news channels. And I see so many senior citizens in the lines. Lot of them in this Kadakti Dhoop. Lot of say people are in there. And trust me, जब 15 January को start हुआ था, senior citizens were also, along with healthcare personnel, allowed to get it done. Jan, Feb, March, April. And lot of doses, thousands of doses went waste every day. And now we are struggling. The problem is कि हमें सही time पे सही बात समझ नहीं आती है. That is the biggest problem in India. And it is not the problem with us. It is not the problem with anyone. It is the problem with every sphere, and that happens universally. And similarly, take that into health insurance. जब कोई बीमारी आ जाती है तब हमें हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस याद आती है, तब उसका कोई फायदा नहीं होता है, because every policy would have a waiting period. Then if you have a say health insurance policy, you will avoid dipping into your emergency funds or your investments or your retirement plans, whatever you have. So you need to think about it. But there are so many factors. I'll be discussing each and every one of them in depth with you, what you need to look out for. At this point, I'll let you know that there will be a repetition of a few things multiple times as well, but those are interconnected, interlinked, and are needed to put in the concept in you. Because if I discuss a thing at, let's suppose the 10th slide, and if I go to the 300th slide, yes, there are 300 plus slides in all for the 3 sessions. So if there are those slides, then you won't be remembering what I discussed, even after giving you a recap. But then if those things are interlinked, as I made the presentation, it'll be easier for you. So there are a lot of companies, there are a lot of benefits, good cover with less premium, with maternity benefits, with OPD cover, with quick claim settlement. The problem is we look at only one thing, less premium. And even TV पे भी वो ऐड करते हैं ना, 400 रुपए महीना से आपका स्टार्ट है प्रीमियम, अब तो करवा लो. Actually, the problem is this only. We are fed up on we have been feeded up on a society where actually the money makes the mayor go. So that is the thing. We need to understand that health insurance is much more than all these things. Much, much more than all these things. So don't let yourself be in a position where the company will reject your claim or only approves a portion of it, because there are multiple reasons for that. So we all need a policy where we get maximum coverage. So the best way is, पहली चीज देखो company की, what is the claim settlement ratio. In the figures you will always see, आप IRDAI का data देखो, Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India, which is the MIBOP of all these companies, IRDAI. So आप उनका data देखो, they will actually show you, every company would be showing you figures of 90% plus. But what figures, as I showed you in critical illness, as I showed you in the term plan basics, I'll show you the figures here also, the exact figures. There are companies with coverages in 60% range as well, in the 60s as well, in 70s as well, in 40s as well. I'll show you those figures in the end, of course. So make your decision based on, number one, claim settlement part. People like Access, they actually, Bharti AXA, they promoted that your claim can be approved even in 24 hours. So see how much is the claim settlement approved. And it is not about the claim settlement being approved. It is about how much amount was approved. That is also more important. And we are lucky in the Google era. Yes, Google हमारा नुकसान भी करता है in terms of patients, but then फायदे भी बहुत सारे. If we use the education in the correct way, we can read reviews of almost everything before you spend the money. Whatever I am telling you, all this might be available, obviously will be available on the internet as well. But when it is spoken to you in a friendlier way, maybe you understand things better. Because agents ने तो वही बेचना है जिनमें उनको commission ज़्यादा. So you need to understand those parts, that it is time to actually rise above those agent thing. People should be self-financially literate, as I say, because that is the only way you can learn quite a few things. Because if we talk of incompetent dentists and incompetent doctors, there is incompetence in every sphere of profession. So why do we expect that the agent who has come to meet us, maybe it is a known one, maybe it is our chacha mama taya's friend, whatever, even if it is a friend, how can we expect, even if he has a 10 years experience or a 15-year experience, How can we be sure that he knows each and everything? Yes, I'm not denying that experience does help, but still there are people who don't learn even with time. The primest example is our colleagues only. So I always say, do your own research. If somebody asks me which health policy is the best, I really can't reply that in one line. There is nothing called as best. It is all subjective. It is all dependent upon your condition, your situation, and your needs and demand. And the biggest thing, your family medical history. What diseases are common? I discussed this part very conveniently, very in an elaborate manner in the critical illness coverage part. So I'm discussing here as well. So have a look into the company's website, check or the IRDI website. Claim settlement system क्या है, time कितना है, reasons for rejections क्या है, and then how difficult you have how much difficulty you have to make to access the provider. So all those things are there. But then if you point out one finger at the company, the three fingers are pointing at you. We are guilty of actually not reading the T and C. We buy things on hearsay, चाहे वो म्यूचुअल फंड हो, चाहे वो पॉलिसीज हो, चाहे वो रिटायरमेंट प्लान्स हो, चाहे कुछ भी हो. वी ऑल बाय थिंग्स ऑन hearsay. कौन इतना दिमाग मारे, कौन इतना दिमाग खपाए, कौन इतना टाइम लगाए, किसके पास इतना टाइम है? All these excuses actually are pitiful for me if anybody says that. Then every insurer will list some of the inclusions and exclusions. क्या क्या covered है, क्या क्या not covered है. One thing for sure, 99.9% insurers of health insurance will not cover any kind of HIV, AIDS, or sexually transmitted diseases, STDs. These are not covered at all under almost all health insurances. Maybe a lesser known one, maybe covering a couple of STDs like syphilis, but otherwise majority of them are not. And also cosmetic treatments are not covered except for injuries or accidents. Dental surgeries, cataract surgeries, glaucoma surgeries, some of them are not covered. Again, these can still vary from company to company. Bajaj came up with the policy in which dental was covered. Then cataract is covered in some of the policies today. So you need to make sure that what treatments are covered under your policy and what are the things you need to look out before filing an insurance claim. And then there are plans specifically for, as I showed you in the initial figure, individual plans, family plans, senior citizen, critical illness, and of course the group health insurance for the employees working in organization. The bottom line is we all want our money's worth. Insurance liya hai for say that for it to come handy for us at any point of time in our say life. If it does not come handy for us. Hello. If it does not come handy for us, then we need to make sure that it is of no use. The problem is that premiums are very high sometimes, and sometimes we can't file a claim for many years because of the waiting period clause, which is the most important clause in majority of the policies. So kindly mute yourself. Please don't unmute yourself. I get disturbed in between. संजय जी प्लीज म्यूट कर लीजिए, मैं 3 बार म्यूट कर चुका. Thank you. So we have lot many alternatives, but then how should we choose, or how can we choose the best alternative for us? So it can be really a tough ask. Some things can be right for your neighbor, can be right for your family, say cousin family, but may not be right for you. But then we always look at the first part, the lowest premium. Affordability कितनी है, कवर को बाद में देखते हैं. Affordability कितनी है, प्रीमियम कितना है, मैं इतना दे पाऊंगा कि नहीं दे पाऊंगा. Then we look at the premium, then we look at the tax saving part. The coverage thing comes later. Exclusion, deduction, deductible, co-payment, all those things, room limit, sub limits, I'll discuss all. All those things are actually not even looked at in those regards. Again, as I said, people invest on hearsay. And they invest, अगर neighbor ने खरीदी है, cousin ने खरीदी है, friend ने खरीदी है, तो यार कुछ सोच के ही खरीदी होगी. हो सकता है even that friend or neighbor had bought it from hearsay from some other. So this may be a long chain. He might have bought from some other, and that some other might have bought from some another. And ultimately, the first one might have done a bit of research, maybe 20%, 30%, and not the whole one. And that 30 ultimately, when the hierarchy or the chain, when it reached almost 5%. उसने वो पॉलिसी ली थी, मेरे को अच्छी नहीं जमी. You also have the flow at your body. Using it, it is actually detrimental for your progress otherwise. So don't get bogged down by too many offers. Do your research. So Hamesha, the why is everyone, the why is the prime reason for every kind of a procedure, for any kind of a path we want to develop. इस path पे क्यों चलना है, कौन सी questions, why, how, what, all those things. Then what type of plan it is, what exactly is the plan. As I told you, there are three types of plan: fixed benefit, medical, and critical illness. We covered the critical illness. I'll be discussing others today. So I hope you all know about critical illness today. If not, the video is in the FB group as well. The video is on YouTube as well. Just went live on Sunday, so you can revisit that to have a look at it in a different scenario after this session. So what does your policy cover? What are the coverage or the inclusions in that? And that means on which procedures you can make a claim. So the claims, अब claims के heading क्या आते हैं? Claims के heading सिर्फ disease नहीं होता है. Usually, apart from HIV, AIDS, and STDs, and apart from the critical illness procedures for which I recommend a specific plan, like cancer, like all the other things, like heart procedures, for any hospitalization, usually that is covered in a health insurance plan. अब वो network hospital है, नहीं है, we'll come to that. But what are the broad inclusions of any kind of, let's suppose आप बीमार पड़े, आप hospital गए, अब क्या क्या cover हो सकता है? Hospitalization charges, pre and post. Pre में आपका डॉक्टर के पास गए, दवाइयां लिखी, you went in for the diagnostic tests, maybe a couple of scans, maybe MRI, and then you were advised hospitalization. So the company is going to cover, if only the hospitalization, it won't cover the pre-charges. Then you were discharged, you got this long list of medicines, and then you were advised to have some kind of home care as well, from maybe a physiotherapist, from maybe for any other procedure for which somebody is going to visit you. Those are post-hospitalization charges. Are they going to be covered? Then even in the hospitalization charges, there are a lot of riders. There are a co-payment clause that agar aapka bill 10,000 hai, if it is a 20% co-payment clause, that if your final hospital bill is 10,000, the co-payment clause is 20%. That means you will pay 2,000 and the company will pay 8,000. If there is a deductible clause कि आपका minimum 5,000 deductible है, तो अगर आपका bill 10,000 है, तो that would mean that your first 5,000 you have to pay yourself, and then the company will be paying 5,000. फिर उसमें से फिर से कटौती. We are not aware of these things. Then ambulatory services. कई बारी ambulance में डाल के लेके जाना आना. Recently we heard from Delhi to Ludhiana, somebody charged 1,20,000. Of course, the doctor or maybe whosoever was doing it was caught a few days back. But imagine somebody being transported from 312 kilometers, Delhi is from my town. And trust me, 1,20,000 for just the one-way fare. Is it justified? Even if it is justified, sometimes it might be 4,000 or 5,000. Even that is not covered by the company. Then various laboratory tests, as I said, the pre or sometimes even the post one also. The hospital se discharge hone ke baad, you need recommended certain tests to check whether you are fine or not. Then prescribed drugs, or maybe a organ donor charges if it is a say donor case. So or on organ transplant. I mean to say. So if it is those cases, whatever the donor is to be paid to the donor are not covered. So you need to read the policy document carefully. So these all things are needed to be selected before. Of course, as I have given you in the critical illness and the term plan, I'll be giving you a list of all the companies covering everything. I'll give you all the data. but you have to do your research according to your medical history and according to your pocket accordingly. Because if you read it carefully, it is not like a mutual fund document ki bahut barik likha hoga. It is still in a readable font. So you need to realize those things. Then there are caps or limits on expenses. Usually room rent jo hota hai, that is capped at, usually not everyone, but usually it is capped at 1% of your total package. For example, if your insurance is of 3 lakhs, so 1% would be 3,000 rupees. अगर आप रह रहे हैं अच्छे हॉस्पिटल में, your room rent might be 4,000 or 5,000. The company is going to pay only 3,000 because that was the cap or the sub limit on that. Sometimes when you are about to be hospitalized, you don't have a choice. इस बेड पे जाना कि उस बेड पे जाना, इस VIP हॉस्पिटल के स्टार 5-star हॉस्पिटल और 3-star हॉस्पिटल. Hospitals also have ranking these days because sometimes we always want the best for our, say, family members. So those caps are also there. So for example, as I said, the room caps are covered usually for up to 3 to 5,000. So even if your insurance is 5 lakh, the room cap is limited at 5,000. Then pre-existing diseases are not covered. There is a separate topic in my presentation. I think it will be in the second half only. We'll get the most common myths associated with health insurance. Search on Google, you will find 5, 10, 7, 8, 10. There are 20 myths that I'll be sharing with you. And many of them come from my personal experience. Trust me, all of them, 20 you will not find online also. So this is one of the commonest myths कि surgery due है, ये procedure चल रहा, चलो अब health insurance ले लेते हैं. You are not allowed to cover. If you already have pre-existing illness, you will have some amount of waiting period. 1 साल, 2 साल, 3 साल, 4 साल, depending upon the clause. So then, as I said, ambulance cover is not available in all policies. So you need to ensure what kind of coverage are you getting. So pre-existing, there are some policies. अब देखिए सारी policies एक जैसी हो जाएंगी, तो what will be their differentiator? As we say, so many dentists in one area, what is their differentiating factor? My differentiating factor is my, say, grand clinic, my awesome facilities, my lot of internal marketing factors. इसी तरह companies need to have a differentiating factor कि ये pre-existing illness कोई नहीं cover कर रहा, हम थोड़ा सा premium high कर देते हैं and we cover pre-existing also, basically to separate themselves from the crowd. So that is the only thing. Then the third question out of those 10 questions, what does the policy not cover? Included से ज़्यादा कई बारी not included is more important. So which is not covered in that? Some diseases are covered after first year, some after second year, some after a waiting period of 4 years even. So just see the commonest exclusions. I'll be sharing these slides every now and then in the presentation. Apollo Munich, this no longer exists now. Apollo DKV tha, Apollo Munich hua. Ab they have merged in SDFC Ergo. Ergo used to be separate. So SDFC Ergo has taken over Apollo Munich. But let's presume the Optima Restore plan used to be there. What were the commonest, just to give you an idea, ignore the company name, but what are the commonest exclusions, non-medical ones? War, breach of law, criminal intent, injury, or dangerous aspects like sports, or maybe military, naval operation, parachuting, diving, adventure sports. These are non-medical exclusions. The medical exclusions, the obesity, weight control programs, correction of eyesight due to refractive error, not cataract, but otherwise a refractive error. Then cosmetic or procedures for reshaping, sometimes something like a gastric mini bypass as well to get slim and trim. Then non-allopathic treatments, stem cell therapy, or any growth hormone surgery. All these are not included. Then Max Bupa has a plan which exclusions are addictive conditions, usually associated with drugs and alcohol, aging and puberty, cosmetic surgery, dental oral treatment, HIV and AIDS. So this is the way the companies actually will clearly specify. As in mutual funds also, we get a fact sheet from the mutual fund fact sheet from the company. They share everything by the month end to the subscribers, but who even cares to open it? So we need to understand that exclusions will keep on differing from one player to another player. There will be never be one perfect policy, but you have to pick policy as per your need. What is your medical condition? What are your exclusions? What are your network hospitals? Which is the hospital closest to you? Is that covered into that? And all those co-payment clauses, deductibles, room rent, room limits, sub limits, all those things. So obviously I'll be covering them in detail. Don't worry. Just to elaborate certain things, as I said, a few things would be repetitive, but these are for your benefit only. And luckily, we are not placing a gap in between these 3 sessions. So you will get to say absorb these things much better. So does your health insurance cover routine tests? As I said, you will require a few medical checkup before your hospitalization. So whether your plan will cover that or not, then how much does the plan cost? Ultimately, we see this number 5th question as the number 1 question. As in dentistry also, we see what is the cost without seeing what the dentist has to offer. So we need to understand that cost can vary from company to company depending upon the coverage. Some companies will have a higher deductible and a lower premium, and some will have vice versa. So you need to look into those clauses very, very clearly. Then how is the policy premium determined? The number 1 factor is age. Like a term plan, like a critical illness plan, these kind of policies are usually for 1 year. Yes, a few companies give it for 2 years or 3 years, but this is the policy premium which you have to pay every year. And things keep on changing every year. And sometimes the premium is decided on your age, because there are many reasons people actually look into that. For अभी हम young हैं, अभी हम fit हैं, तो हम policy क्यों लें? Because शायद 4 साल बाद आप fit नहीं रहोगे. Let's suppose you are in your early 30s. शायद 4 साल बाद आपकी practice बहुत grow कर जाएगी. I'll give you a case study also here in a few slides from now. Maybe you'll have more sedentary lifestyle. Maybe you contract a health or a lifestyle related disease, which you will not find very kind to your profession, which will limit your movement. And if you have taken a health insurance 4 years back, your waiting period for that disease would be over by the time you are into that. So think wisely before you decide, because as you get older, your premium goes higher. Even if this is for individual plans. If you're taking a family floater plan, no doubt advantage hote hain family floater ke, but when the premium is calculated in a family floater plan, they always look at the age of the oldest member of the family package which you're going to take. So that will actually shoot up the premium. So that would mean that family floater plan में आप में से मान लो आप 2 husband wife, 2 बच्चे और 2 parents हैं, 6 of you, and you all 6 are covered. And whatever premium you are paying, let's suppose even if one of you is hospitalized, God forbid, and you exhaust all the limit. कि 5 लाख का था, 5 लाख तो बुजुर्ग हॉस्पिटलाइज हो गए, उनमें ही खर्च हो गया, अभी तो सारा साल पड़ा है, अब क्या करेंगे? Supposing the policy was taken 5 years back and the waiting periods are over, then there is a clause called as restoration limit, which is restored. The original limit is restored back. Discuss that also, don't worry. So if you have a favorable medical history, your premium will be lower, and obviously all those things are going to help you. Then how much money will you have to pay for availing medical care? That is your co-insurance, co-pay, or your deductibles. The amount that you'll have to pay out of your own pocket to receive medical care. People will always say, यार बहुत ही घटिया पॉलिसी है, पहले मेरे से इतने पैसे ले लिए. 1 लाख का अगर आपका हॉस्पिटल का बिल है, which is a normal thing, I just gave a 10,000 as an example. अगर 1 लाख का बिल है, sometimes the co-pay would be 20,000. 20%, sorry. So 20,000 आपको देने ही पड़ेगा. 80,000 हॉस्पिटल कवर करेगा. उसमें से भी further there are limits. Some things are not covered. Then coming to various policies like COVID, उसमें PPE kits तक कवर नहीं होती हैं. जो डॉक्टर की विजिट है कई बारी वो भी कवर नहीं करते हैं वो. Some policies, not all. So check with your insurance provider for all these charges. They have everything mentioned in there, and like every policy as per the IRDAI guidelines, you get a 15-day free look-in period. If you have a free look-in, if you don't look at the documents in the free look-in period, you are going to say you can return the policy without any say loss if the policy does not suit you. अगर आपने पढ़ी नहीं policy, then you are guilty actually. You have to read the fine print yourself. Even if you have missed out certain things in the first place, even after a good research कि इन्होंने बोला ये था, agent ने बोला था, लेकिन ये निकला उल्ट है. You can return back the policy without any deductions. So we'll find out the cost percentage, which will actually be covered. Then after the deductible, some companies will have a 20% deduction clause or a lump sum. कि जैसे आपका 5,000 deductible clause है, आपका 20,000 बिल बना तो उसमें से 5,000 तो देना ही है. Then 10% is your co-payment clause. Out of that 20,000, then 2,000 more you have to pay. So ultimately the company will pay you 13,000 only out of the 20, because 5 plus 2 goes into the total bill. And that 10% is from the total bill, not after the deductible is deducted in most cases. Some may have a different thing, but in most cases. So then will you be able to avail of treatment from your preferred doctor? Again, it depends upon the network hospital list. If the company has a huge network hospital list, you need to check out, because even this is the selling factor of most of the companies. But beware, network hospitals, our list is changed almost every year. So check out your hospital which you thought that it is the closest to me, and you had purchased the policy keeping that into mind, that yes, this hospital is covered. So you go to that hospital, and maybe next year it is not covered. So those things are very important as well. So you have to network or non-network hospital में फर्क ये नहीं कि आपको non-network hospital में reimbursement नहीं मिलेगी. The only thing is, in a network hospital, you will have most of the time a cashless service available. For a non-network, you have to spend everything, send the bill, and then get the reimbursement after some time. My dad passed away on 30th June 2019. The policy was a TPA1, considering third party from a provider, which for the premium he had paid 20 years back in 2001. That bill has still not been cleared till date. Now I have say approached the banking ombudsman for clarification from their end, and if that is also, if that also fails to get me the desired relief, then the consumer court is the next step for me. So obviously the companies can't go scot-free. They have to go about a particular task. So then you should also have an idea for process for claim filing. What exactly is the sequence? Sometimes the companies are taken over. As I gave you an example of Apollo Munich. अब आपका Apollo Munich से insurance था. It had a waiting period for certain things. Now HDFC has taken up. IRDAI guidelines say even if there is a merger of companies or say acquisition of a company, for example, in this case of HDFC Ergo taking over Apollo Munich, you will get the credit transfer for your waiting period. ये नहीं कि आपके HDFC से पॉलिसी शुरू हुई तो वो जीरो से शुरू होगी. You'll get every benefit that is there except for NCB, the no claim bonus. The no claim bonus is usually given only on enhancement of the cover. 5 लाख का कवर था, अगर 10 लाख का करेंगे तो ही एनसीबी ट्रांसफर होगा, for otherwise not. But otherwise majority of the things for which you had taken the exclusions, deductibles, your waiting period, all those things would be transferred from your original policy to your existing policy. But for that you need to retain your insurance documents of the previous 3-4 years, especially जब से आपका waiting period start हुआ. So यहाँ भी एक और तरह का आपको रिकॉर्ड संभाल के रखना पड़ेगा, like sorry having pain a little bit over here. So you need to maintain that record as well, because emergencies can happen anytime. So you should be knowing about the claim procedure. It is not wise to get caught off guard, because this is a time which everybody would need, would be aware of it. So how you need to initiate the claim process, what are the documents you will need, you all need to be aware of it. Then for cashless facilities, which are the cashless ones, and for which would be the paid ones, you need to be made sure. That is why I always say take it from a reputed company which has a huge network of hospitals and has a huge reputation behind it. So usually there are so many companies in the market. I'll be giving you the list of every company, don't worry. So these network hospitals will give you almost everything cashless except for the deductible and the co-payment clause. So at a network, you can actually say concentrate on your patient, the insurance executive representative, and the hospital, the network hospital will do all the documentation part and the expense part. They'll be taking care of that. You'll be involved to pay only in a limited thing. And even then, I always advise, apart from this thing, is that let's suppose you don't have free cash. You have good, you are say financially sound, but you don't have free cash available. You need to dip into your retirement savings or any investments which might be due a month later. So either you go in for a loan, as I mentioned in the previous loan session, or you need to borrow from someone. It is better to have a network hospital so that you don't have to spend much from your pocket. And usually deductibles and co-payments are not very high. No company will have a 80% co-payment clause. 80% आपने पे करना, 20 हम करेंगे. It is usually the reverse. Maximum co-payment clause is 25 to 30%. So only sums which are exceeding your coverage you will have to pay. For example, if your insurance is 5 lakhs and your hospital bill is 6 lakhs, and deductibles thing aside, whatever the company, let's suppose covering deductibles and co-pay aside, the company will be covering 4.5 out of 5. So you need to pay 1.5 lakh only out of that 6 lakh of hospitalization. Trust me, 4.5 lakh is a huge amount in that regard. So there is no stress of depositing in advance for you if it is a network hospital. So network hospital list is one of the important factors along with coverage, inclusions, exclusions, those parts. Those deductibles, room rent, all those things come later. These things are very important because the things which can burn a hole into your pocket have to be, you have to be aware of these things beforehand. So if you want a treatment in a specific hospital, you should check that whether that hospital is in the network list or not. Because as I said, this list keeps on updating every year. So maximum number of claims, like many policies, there is a AOA, AOI ratio. Any 1 year, any one accident or any one claim. So usually health insurance में कोई number of limit नहीं होती है, usually. The only thing is that sum assured should not be crossed. Let's suppose, God forbid, your policy is 5 lakhs. Ignore the deductible and co-payment. You are hospitalized, let's suppose 5 times, and every time your bill was 1 lakh. So even in 5 hospitalizations, your bill did not cross the sum assured or the sum insured 5 lakhs. So there is no limit on the amount of claims. Yes, if you cross the limit, then obviously you have to pay from your pocket. So create a checklist of all these 10 questions, analyze all the options, and whichever policy you choose, read the fine print. In the free look period, not happy, not satisfied, feel free to return back the policy. But after these 3 sessions, if you are going in for a health insurance next week, and if you don't have any till now, or even if you have a one, but you need to visit or revisit the T&C or the terms and conditions of the policy document, and you find so many things. Bhagwan na kare, if I am hospitalized for this amount, sum insured, for example, I'll be paying a huge amount out of that because there is not many things covered. Na deductible itna high hai, na meri ye bimari covered hai, na kuch hai. If you find that, then obviously you need to do a research and buy another plan as well after these 3 sessions. And I trust you that if you don't have a policy, you will surely buy a good one next week, which suits your good conditions. So these were a few things, the basic 10 questions you need to ask. But there are a few terminologies which I've already mentioned. I've made a base of them, explaining you in parts. Now I'll explain you a little bit more in depth about those. because there are many terms which actually need to be aware. Obviously, you might be knowing majority of them, but yes, some intricacies involved in that. I'll try to limit those. So A to Z, as usual, there are about 13, 14 terms, and about after that, 6, 7 more terms. So cashless claim, as I said, if you are doing getting a treatment done at the network hospital under the policy insurance policy company's website or the company's list, you don't need to pay apart from the deductible and the co-payment clause. So coverage amount, sum assured, sum insured, meaning one and the same thing. Maximum amount which can be payable in the event of a claim. And again, the amount is chosen by you, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 5 lakh. As I mentioned, 5 to 7, 5 to 8 in today's times is a must. Separate critical illness, separate COVID policy. I'll detail the COVID policy separately as well. So critical illness we discussed in depth. The terminal diseases, there are lot many, minimum 3, maximum 36. So which have been defined by the insurer and varies from company to company, as I saw. And in that, whenever you're diagnosed with it, you get a lump sum reversal from the company if you suffer from any of those conditions. Then cumulative bonus. It is also known as the NCB. It varies from company to company. Some would actually give you a cashback. Some would give you a discount in the premium next year. Some would increase your sum insured by a percentage. आपको बेनिफिट मिलना आपको जिस तरह मर्जी मिले, कैशबैक मिले, प्रीमियम कम हो अगले साल, या सम इंश्योर्ड बढ़े. आई प्रेफर द थर्ड मोड, जिसमें सम इंश्योर्ड बढ़ जाए आपका. सो some will add more benefits rather than giving an upfront discount. So it is a individual choice. Then a disability insurance. देखिए accidental और disability insurance है ना जो, it is actually a very thin line. ये term insurance में भी cover होती है, ये health insurance में भी cover होती है. Many aspects. And that is the reason we say term insurance लेना तो equal disability insurance भी लो, because we as dentists are dependent on our hands and legs. And we are actually, without those, we are actually nothing. So if that affects our capacity to work and earn, the insurance will pay a monthly income to the insured. Then a deductible, which the loss you have to bear before the insurance kicks in. So let me detail you a bit about deductible now. So let's suppose that this is the amount before the company starts covering the cost is to be paid. Certain can be a fixed amount, can be a percentage as well. Usually the companies give a deductible of a fixed amount, usually majority of the companies. But if the deductible is bigger, the premium gets lower, and vice versa. If the deductible is lower, the premium is higher. See the example. So let's say you get treated at a hospital where the medical bill is about 1 lakh rupees and your policy says your deductible is 20,000. So what does that mean? That means you need to first pay rupees 20,000 of your medical expenses, and the insurance will cover the remaining 80,000. But अगर आपका total bill ही 20,000 या 20,000 से कम है, तो everything you will have to bear on your own. People will say, then फायदा क्या हुआ health insurance का कि अगर 20,000 तक हुआ तो खुद पे करना. This is just an example of 20,000. It is not 20,000. It is 5,000 also. It is 2,000 also. It depends upon the player. It depends upon your sum insured. But there are some benefits as well. Let's look at them. The first thing is that we behave responsibly. छोटा सा खांसी जुकाम वाला लोग उसके लिए भी क्लेम कर देते थे at one point of time. I remember my dad was in the, say, bill approval section for a short while. About 1 year he was posted in State Bank for that period. And he used to, medical insurance or health insurance, even the dental insurance was covered by the SBI for its employees till he retired. And dental was covered unlimited. Trust me, people used to get bills of 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh in those times. I'm talking 20, 21 years back. And people used to get bills of that much amount also cleared for that reason without any. Then obviously the guidelines changed, the riders came in, the specialty thing came in, then BDS, MDS thing came in State Bank also. But then my dad was surprised कि people of State Bank of India, employees of State Bank of India used to get their bills for even खांसी जुकाम हुआ उसका भी 20,000 का बिल लेके आते थे सैंक्शन कराने के लिए. बिकॉज उस जमाने में एथिक्स चाहे थे लेकिन कोई एथिक्स की अवेयरनेस नहीं ना थी. पीपल डिडंट बॉदर कि एथिक्स क्या है. फॉल्स बिल्स भी आते थे. So anybody getting a claim for 20,000 for a normal without hospitalization, आपका बिल 20,000 का बन सकता है in those times? No. But then उस जमाने में बनता था. Then that means that you will file fewer claims and have a no claim bonus. जितना आप claim नहीं file करेंगे NCB आपको ही मिलेगा. Then higher deductible means lower premiums, and in the long run you will save money also. So these are the three benefits of having a high deductible. So then exclusions. You need to be aware that what are the exclusions. Some are exclusions which are the permanent ones, which will never be covered. And some are first year, second year, third year ailments, depending upon that. So majority will never cover everything in the first year of the policy. Some things will start in second year. For example, hernia treatment starts in majority policy from third year onwards. So cataract, those who cover it starts from second year onwards. So do your own research, because a little bit research can go a long way in helping you in this. Then a floater policy. As I said, a single sum insured for covering all the family members. I gave you an example of 6 individuals, 2 parents, 2 children, and 2 you and your wife or you and your spouse. So it can be used by any member, any family of the family, any number of times till the sum insured. 10 लाख की पॉलिसी है, let's suppose family floater. तो let's suppose मुझे जरूरत पड़ी 2 लाख की, मेरी वाइफ को 1 लाख की पड़ी, मेरे फादर को 3 लाख की पड़ी. इस तरह different members different times. मेरे फादर को 2 बारी 50,000 की जरूरत पड़ गई. So example दे रहा हूँ. So this can be done by any member number of time, but the upper limit should be the sum insured only. Then one of the most important things which people aren't aware about is the sub limit. Some have a sub limit in the ambulance charges also. Room rent में तो होती है, but then sometimes it is in percentage, sometimes it is in a amount. For example, 1% of the total sum insured is the room rent limit, or maybe 4,000 is the upper limit for a room rent. आपका रूम जितने का मर्जी हो, आपकी पॉलिसी चाहे 20 लाख की हो. It can be fixed amount, it can be percentage. Both the things are possible. So some have a sub limit for treatments as well. For example, hernia की कई companies की they have a limit of 40,000. चाहे आपका expense 5 lakhs आए या आपका expense insurance 5 lakhs तक का है. They have a limit for a procedure also. That if you choose to have done it from a VIP doctor or a VIP hospital or a 5-star hospital, the limit is 40,000 only. Whatever, if your bill is 1 lakh, you have to pay the 60,000 or plus the deductible charge from your own pocket. Let's suppose there is 5,000 deductible in this. So you'll get 35,000 and you'll pay 65 from your own pocket if your bill is 1 lakh. So the sub limit is for procedures, for room rents, for ambulatory covers, for various treatments as well. So these all things you need to study very, very carefully. So usually in a floater plan, you buy certain things because there are no sub limits in usually a floater plan. But again, reading those documents is very important. Then a loading charge. That if it is the amount a company adds to your premium if you had made any claims in the previous year. मतलब no claim तो नहीं मिला, loading charge अलग से पड़ा. No claim bonus, I told you, if you have a claim free year, the bonus gets accumulated either in the form of your sum insured or a cashback or a reduction in premium. Then a overseas medical policy. People who are traveling or go abroad, they usually have to take compulsorily OMP. Many countries mandate it as well, because again, OMP will be issued by those companies only, those who have network hospitals in those countries. So even if you are making a player trip or a business trip or educational trip, OMP is mandatory in today's times. Then a personal accidental policy. As I said, disability and accidental policy are a thin line between term and medical. These are covered usually from both the sides. So these are fixed benefit plans, as I mentioned. So then the restoration limit. It is an add-on benefit, as I said, if you have a family floater plan, and if the original sum gets exhausted by a frequent hospitalization of a senior family member like your parents, and if you need to restore that limit, that can be done at a nominal charge. A very nominal cost is added and you can get the limit restored. But then restored limit, if you are not exhausting that, is not carry forward to the next year. What do I mean by this is, for example, you have a policy of 5 lakhs because of frequent, God forbid, because of the frequent hospitalization of your father or your parents, you exhausted that 5 lakh limit in 6 or 7 months. The company offers you a restoration limit on the nominal cost, that we restore your policy for 5 lakhs by payment of this amount. You pay that amount. But fortunately, with God's grace, none of you required that limit in the remaining 5 months. The next year, your premium would be 5 lakhs again, and you have to pay the premium after 5 months for the original policy. That restored limit will not be carried forward, and the nominal premium that you paid for enhancing that limit goes for a toss. Nothing wrong in it. You are at least secured for that amount. Because again, mishaps can strike anyone. So it is a value addition if some member gets those limits exhausted. So, ये 14 terms के अलावा भी there are 9 more terms. Obviously, we have covered a couple of these, but this is related to actually a case study that is I'm going to show for Mr. Mehra. So I'm going to narrate a short story of Mr. Mehra. Mr. Siddharth Mehra is a finance professional or maybe a dentist who's leading a, say, very grand dental clinic. Work alcoholic by nature, but his hectic work schedule makes him skip his meals, leaves him no time for exercise, having a sedentary lifestyle. So he's worried कि मैं बीमार पड़ गया तो मैं क्या करूंगा. So he decides to buy a health insurance plan. So he does a research, but he comes across so many terms other than those which we have discussed, a few other than those. So let's discuss them. Number one is co-payment. So the co-payment thing is that you actually need to bear a certain percentage of the amount and you become a party to insurance. कि आप भी payment करेंगे 10%, 20%, maximum 25 to 30. So let's suppose if he's hospitalized for 2 days, his hospital bill is 50,000, and if his policy has a 20% co-payment option, he will pay 10,000 and the remaining 40,000 will be borne by the insurance company. And usually co-payment clauses are more in the senior citizen policy. People ask me, family floater better होता है कि senior citizen policy separately better होती है. Senior citizen के लिए तो policy लेनी ही चाहिए separately, but एक family floater भी लेना चाहिए because their chances of falling ill are more. I don't wish so, but we know that they are more prone to diseases, especially with the lifestyle we have. And in a family floater, you get calculated by all the members, but yes, final calculations by the senior most member, but separate policy will be still costlier than the family floater comparatively. So then pre-existing diseases and waiting period, usually 24 to 48 months, 2 years to 4 years is the time when diseases are not covered. So let's suppose Mr. Mehra suffers from hypertension at the time of taking health insurance. That is a pre-existing disease and meets with brain hemorrhage 1 year after the policy inception. God forbid this happens. But brain hemorrhage will not be reimbursed as it was incidental to a pre-existing disease, that is hypertension. And also it happened during the waiting period. So you need to disclose your pre-existing disease as well beforehand. Then the cashless facility, I've discussed that. Sometimes these are paid by TPAs, third party administrator, as we say. The TPA term is very commonly used in insurance sector, third party administrator. So the TPA will pay the bills for him. As I said, the company's representatives and the network hospital will do the documentation work and the expense part. You will be bothered about the treatment and the necessary co-payment or the deductible only. Then, as I mentioned, domiciliary hospitalization, which is actually अब कोविड तो साल से आया ना, सवा साल से. Domiciliary hospitalization is a facility which is being offered by many companies now since 3 to 4 years now. And in COVID times, domiciliary hospitalization has become the prescribed norm as well. It is advised कि आप थोड़े से सिम्टम है तो घर में रहिए, हॉस्पिटल में मत आइए. बट आप घर में नहीं रहूंगा तो मेरी पॉलिसी कवर नहीं करेगी. But if your policy is covering domiciliary hospitalization, means home hospitalization, you will get a reimbursement for all those things right from the comfort of your home as well. I'll be coming domiciliary in the end as well. So grace period. Then if you forget to pay your premium, आपका waiting period दोबारा से शुरू नहीं होगा. Usually companies these days give, as per the IRDAI guidelines, give a grace of 30 days. In this case study, it is mentioned 15 days, but usually this is 30 days for most of the companies. So up to 30 days, you can make the premium payment without losing any of the benefits of deductibles, co-payment, waiting period, pre-existing, all those things. You don't lose anything in that grace period of 30 days. Then congenital anomalies. Some of us do suffer from birth defects, and some of these are not covered by health insurance. So these treatments are usually to be done by the insurer himself only. The network hospitals, I hope I have made them pretty much clear to you now. So the free look period that is there for every policy in India as per the regulatory development authorities, it is for 15 days. Then another important aspect, I've dealt that also in detail in the coming slides in the second session, is the portability. So portability actually ensures that you move from one insurance provider to another one. इसमें multiple effects होते हैं because there might be certain people who are not happy with their company's policies, health insurance company, I mean to say. They're not happy with their claim settlement ratio. They're not happy with their speed. They're not happy with their network list of hospitals. उनका हॉस्पिटल पहले उस लिस्ट में था, अब नहीं है. Then there is a situation in which, let's suppose some of you are salaried employees and working with a company. Your company usually provides you with a group insurance. But in the, say, zeal to grow more in life, we change the company. What happens? We lose that benefit of from one company to another. अब second company में जाएंगे, शायद उसमें waiting period ज़्यादा हो. Number one. Number two, if we have a problem 4 years later, and if you don't have an individual policy, and if the group insurance will not cover that, because the group insurance is a broad policy, it will not cover the smallest of the diseases sometimes, which are covered by individual policies. So what will you do? You'll have to pay from your own pocket. So for them also, portability is a good thing. Transferring that group policy to an individual policy. I'll tell you that also. I've covered all the aspects, as I said, in this. You will not be left wanting with any of the parts to discuss. Oh, portability is in this section only. So if you're unhappy and if you feel that you want to move to a new company with your benefits intact, what to do? But remember one thing, one grievance should not make you shift. There should be multiple grievances. इसमें तो ये भी नहीं है, ये भी नहीं है, ये भी नहीं है. Then you could make a shift. So maybe another 10 minutes and we'll wind up. So search for that. But what exactly are the factors involved in that? When should you move? Number one requirement is you can port only to a like policy. जो उसमें कवरेज है वही दूसरी पॉलिसी में आपको कवरेज मिल सकती है if your company if your say health provider is there providing that facility. Then another factor, you can shift to and from an individual plan, a family floater, to a health insurance, but you can't move an indemnity plan to a critical illness plan. You can't move that like to a like policy. If it is a fixed benefit plan, if it is a general health insurance plan, you can move that. Not you can health insurance to a critical or a critical to a health illness. That khichdi is not allowed. Then many products, many companies have come with new products or new product features or differentiation factors in that. Maybe some of these plans will not have a room rent limit, or some will have additional benefits like restoration, as I mentioned, restoration of your exhausted limit, OPD and mental illness cover. Mental illness cover is also being covered these days because of the stress factor. Of course, COVID related equipment costs, amongst many others. So if you have a policy that does not cover and you're still paying a high premium, you can consider shifting. कि मेरी पॉलिसी में ये सब चीजें हैं लेकिन ये नए फीचर्स नहीं है. Shift to those policies, and even if makes you pay a tad premium more, you can always go for it. So sometimes you can say 5 lakh cover will be insufficient in today's times, especially for the COVID treatment. We all know it. So, but existing policy आपकी जो है आपकी value increase नहीं करने दे रही. So move to an insurer, as I said, कि आपको bigger cover at a reasonable cost. If you want to, you can increase your sum insured. Your inclusions would be the same. Your deductibles would be the same. Your other clauses would be the same. You can increase your sum insured, even with a like-to-like transfer. So then, if your experience with your existing is that इनका claim settlement बहुत poor है, company respond नहीं करती, customer care है नहीं है, पता नहीं किसको contact करना है, then you can obviously make a move. Premiums have been raised in the previous years. GST started being applied to health insurance since 2017. So अब poor service है या other कुछ reasons हैं, then shift. As I said, don't make one grievance as an excuse for shifting. Just because you want a lower premium, don't make a shift for that reasons. So which benefits continue? Upgrade to a policy. Keep your future requirements in mind in changing with times. Because COVID की शुरू वाली policies में PPE and all those things were not covered. Now they are covered in many policies. So continuity of benefits have to be there. So IRDAI guidelines say your credit related to waiting period, as I mentioned before, for pre-existing illness will be continued. For example, अगर आपका 4 साल का था, 3 साल पुरानी कंपनी के साथ बीत गए, you will be covered for that credit. But for that, you need to have those documents for that previous policy. Because the new policy will not recognize that old TPA. Because for the new policy, that old policy becomes a TPA, third party. So the no claim bonus is not carried forward unless you enhance. As I mentioned, the NCB is there if you only enhance the sum. 5 से 7, 7 से 10 करोगे. So if you have a 5 lakh plan with a 2 lakh no claim, you will not be given that. But if you opt for a higher sum, you can do that with a new provider. Then ये नहीं है कि मोबाइल नंबर की तरह नहीं है कि 1919 डायल किया आपने और आप ट्रांसफर हो गए. You have to, for you it will be a portability, but for them it will be a new subscriber. You have to upload your documents on the IRDAI website, all the application thing, and like we say, na, doctors have the right to choose their patient. Insurance company have the right to choose their customer. और देखते हैं यार ये बीमारी का पैकेज आ रहा है, ये ज्यादा इसमें प्रीमियम कम देना है, इसने क्लेम ज्यादा लेना, they have the full right to reject you from opting for their policy. So it is not a guarantee that you opt to move and they'll accept you. So for the new insurer, there is no difference between a portability request and a new application. This is not like a mobile कि 3 दिन या 4 दिन में porting complete हो जाएगी. It is not like that. So if you have to underwrite, give a underwriting risk factor also, all those pre-existing things. इसमें सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम ये आती है कि लोग प्री एग्जिस्टिंग मेंशन नहीं करते, एंड दैट इज व्हाई द क्लेम्स गेट रिजेक्टेड. अब ये तो होगा नहीं कि आपकी टांग में दर्द रहता है और आपको हार्ट अटैक आ गया तो उससे कंपनी रिलेशन जोड़ लेगी. बट यस, इफ यू हैविंग अ कांस्टेंट पेन इन योर लेफ्ट आर्म एंड यू हैव अ हार्ट अटैक, दैट कैन बी अ कोरिलेशन श्योरली. So this was all about the health insurance portability in a bit. So let's look at a few things to buy before you go in for a health insurance. Before that, a few things on clarifying what is a co-payment, what is a co-insurance, and what is a deductible. I'll give you example for this. So co-payment is that you have to bear a fixed part of your expenses. The remaining is borne by the insurer. It can be a percentage also, can be a fixed amount also. It varies from company to company. So for example, if the clause is 2000 and your treatment is 10,000, you will be required to pay 2000 towards your treatment, and the rest of the 8,000 will be paid by your insurer. Again, if the co-clause says 10% rather than 2000, so you'll need to pay 1000, which is 10% of the 10,000 amount, and the remaining will be paid by the insurers. This is co-pay. Now, what is a deductible? So deductible is you need to pay a certain amount before the insurance policy starts contributing to the medical treatment. For example, if you have a total bill of 5,000, sorry, deductible of 5,000, that means 5,000 तक का bill आपने pay करना है. If your total bill of the hospital comes out to, let's suppose, 5,100, which is not possible in today's time considering healthcare is expensive, but let's suppose it is 5,100, the insurance company will pay only 100. You will pay 5,000 out of that. So rather than making the company pay 100 rupees, opt for a no claim thing, because it will add up your no claim bonus as well. So then the third thing is co-insurance. This is a thing that percentage of treatment cost you have to bear after paying the deductibles. Co-insurance is different from co-payment and deductible. It applies after the deductibles. It is usually at a fixed percentage. As I mentioned, if it is a 20,000 policy or 20,000 bill, you have a deductible of 5,000. 15,000 is there, and if your co-insurance says 10%, you will pay 1,500 from that, and the remaining for 13,500 will be paid by the company. So effectively, you are paying 6,500 and company is paying 13,500. So co-insurance is 20% of that. You have to bear the 20% of the treatment if it is a 20% clause. So I give you an example. Let me now understand all these three. Give you an example for all these three in one example. If a person has a policy of 5 lakhs with a 10% co-pay on it and 5,000 deductible. Further, he has a 10% co-insurance clause as well. So if the treatment for a certain disease costs 10,000, his liability क्या बनती है? 10,000 का बिल है, उसमें से देखो क्या कुछ दे रहा वो. 10% co-pay, 5,000 deductible, 10% co-insurance. See, so 10% of treatment cost 10,000 गया और 1,000 गया, so 9,000. So deductible है 5,000, तो 5,000 गया. So co-insurance जो बचा, अब क्या बचा उसमें से 10 में से 4,000 का फिर से सॉरी 5,000 बचा आपका टोटल बिल में से डिडक्टिबल. Then 10% another is deducted from that. 10% of that is deducted from 5,000. So practically 10,000 में से 4,500 the company will cover for that treatment part with the deductible and the co-insurance. Some majority companies will have only two of these, either a co-pay and deductible or a deductible and a co-insurance. Rarely a company will have all these three, because अगर बड़ा बिल हो तो then this amount even 10 to 20% will become a higher amount. So should you opt for a health insurance with co-payment or a co-insurance and a deductible clause? We'll say कि लायबिलिटी तो हमारी बढ़ती है ना, कि अगर हम पहले भी इंश्योरेंस पे कर रहे हैं, प्रीमियम पे कर रहे हैं, एंड वी आर पेइंग द हॉस्पिटल बिल्स आल्सो, व्हाट आर वी डूइंग? व्हाई हैव वी टेकन द पॉलिसी? We need to understand that we are still paying a portion of the expenses, and 10,000 bill nahi banta hospital mein aapka. You know it, it is much more than that. And if you don't have cash in hand, the amount you have to pay will become much more. So available a plan that does not impose such cost sharing terms, because policies which come with these liabilities, I'll call them liabilities, they'll offer you many advantages as well. But then for that, you have to read the terms and conditions, the policy documents. Trust me, many of the colleagues are not aware of many of these terms. People are aware of the co-payment clause. They don't know the co-pay and co-insurance are two separate terms. So there are many kinds, as I mentioned, there are definite kinds of plans. Indemnity में ये सारे आते हैं, individual, floater, senior citizen, maternity and group medical. Till some time back, maternity was not covered, but now it is covered. Then fixed insurance में preventive, personal accident, critical illness, daily cash benefit, all those things. So when is the right time to buy an insurance? Usually people say you buy it when you are young. Yes, it is. Why? Because low rejection rate. Those who have a medical history of chronic diseases, they will have to pay either a high premium or they will have to be rejected. ये जो टीवी पे ऐड करते हैं ना, सिर्फ 400 रुपए प्रति महीना, वो यंग 30 ईयर नॉन स्मोकर मेल की परसेंटेज देते हैं, हैविंग नो कोमॉर्बिडिटी, हैविंग नो मेडिकल हिस्ट्री एज वेल. पेरेंट्स की हो कोई बात नहीं, अपनी नहीं है. So they have a low risk, they'll face less inconvenience as well. Then lower premium, we all know youngsters will have a lower premium to pay. Then waiting period, because we cannot make a claim even if it is an emergency. You have to wait for certain things. People have this notion, policy ली और हमारी coverage start हो गई. नहीं, majority of things are covered after 24 to 48 months, 2 to 4 years. That is the waiting period. Then people say बकवास है health insurance, कोई फायदा नहीं है. If you are not aware of certain things, it does not mean that the thing is rubbish. Ignorance is not a bliss, surely. Then coverages. आजकल OPD भी covered है most policies में, which we call as the daycare facilities. I'll deal that as well. OPD part is also there in the presentation. Then with the old age, complication increase, obviously the coverage will be on that matter, the premium will be higher. So financial planning can be done better at a young age with a good medical cover at your side. Then the duration. If you have a longer duration, you don't worry about the ceiling on the upper age limit. We as Indians are living higher, 65, 85, even 95. Discount the COVID times, but we are living average expectancy is going higher, and most medical policy is not available for older individuals. So tax benefits, of course, section 80D, we all know. So tax benefits should never be a deciding factor. That should be the last factor in that. आपने जो पॉलिसी ली है उसमें से आपको कितना मिलता है, आप ये करो कि मैं तो ये कहता हूँ लाइक अ कार इंश्योरेंस. आपके पास कार इंश्योरेंस मैंडेटरी है फॉर ड्राइविंग ऑन द रोड, दैट इज व्हाई यू टेक इट. If it was not mandatory, trust me, 90% लोग लेते नहीं. You have a car insurance, you still don't want your car to get hit. You want कि no claim bonus मिलता रहे कार मेरी, because some of us have an emotional value attached. And then sometimes even if by chance it does get hit, थोड़ा बहुत डैमेज होता है, हम लोग बाहर से पैसे देके करवा लेते हैं ताकि हमारी चेन ऑफ कंटिन्यूटी नो क्लेम बोनस की चलती रहे. 10, 15, 20, 30, 35% is the upper limit for a NCB. Then 5 साल बाद 6 साल बाद कार चेंज करने का ट्रेंड होता है usually. So that NCB, that policy NCB can be transferred to your new car as well. Many people are not aware of it also. इसमें कार इंश्योरेंस में ये नहीं होता है कि आपको हायर वैल्यू की कार चाहिए इसलिए आपका ट्रांसफर होगा. जैसे इन पोर्टेबिलिटी ऑफ हेल्थ इंश्योरेंसेस कि 5 लाख में अगर 2 लाख आपका बन गया तो you have to take a higher policy. कार में आप you can transfer the 35% NCP to a new car as well, right from the first day. Then the bonus, no claim bonus, I already mentioned. So lower premium, yeah, higher amount covered. So this is an example of popular individual healthcare plans. Male, 30 years, non-smoker, living in a metro, sum insured, 10 lakhs. We discussed in critical illness also, term insurance also, metro, the tiers of the city makes a lot of difference. Religare plan, NCP super premium, 9,000. कितना बना ये? Divide करो इसको. Less than 800 rupees, 750 rupees per month. Star Health, roughly 800 rupees per month. This is the way actually they promote it. Then HDFC Ergo, as I said, erstwhile this was Apollo Munich. The Optima Restore plan continues. I showed you a slide with the Apollo Munich Optima Restore plan that is still offered, because Optima Restore is one of the, say, most selling plans of Apollo Munich. I was a panel dentist of Apollo DKV before it changed to Apollo Munich. So I was a part of that. So that plan is still coming. Then HDFC के जो best plans है वो health के सुरक्षा नाम से आते हैं. सुरक्षा के अंदर ही 2-3 plans हैं. I'll discuss those. So what are the factors that affect your health insurance premium? So we all want a plan that offers a good amount, but we have to make sure what affects the cost. The medical history. A predisposing history of a heart disease, cancer will have to pay a higher rate of premium. Pre-existing diseases, health disorders, you have to disclose and pay a higher premium. Then the age part, the older people will have more health problems. They have to pay a higher premium. Then professions which are at risk, construction site, industries involving radiation, chemicals, they also pay a higher premium. People ask, how is profession rated to a higher premium? This way as it is rated to higher premium. Then body mass index, obese people, higher BMI, people who opt for a higher health insurance or a higher sum insured, they are made to go mandatory tests by the company before they accept your sum insured. Because अगर आप 40 लाख का लेते हैं कुछ भी इंश्योरेंस, तो the company needs to make sure कि आप healthy हैं. आप healthy हैं, अगर आप baggage बन जाते हैं and you actually are hospitalized every, God forbid, every second, third month, and your bill every time is 7-8 lakh rupees, company तो बेचारी साल में दिवालिया हो जाएगी. So they need to make sure. Then lifestyle, smoking, alcohol, tobacco, all these attract higher premium because the chances of chronic ailments with these are much higher. No previous insurance. If you have no insurance, that means कि आप गाड़ी बाहर से ठीक करवा रहे हैं, means आप डॉक्टर से ट्रीटमेंट ले रहे हैं अपनी जेब से. So there are chances that you might be paying a higher premium. So a few do's and don'ts as the last section of today. You need to make sure why when buying health insurance, a few do's and don'ts. And we all know these things come without notice and they can actually make many of us go in debt also. So don't buy a health insurance just for the sake of it, because many people do it. Buy that fits your need and which can be your savior in a medical crisis. So let us see the do's and don'ts, which you can have a look or decide before you go in for a plan. So the do's are, look at all the details very carefully, especially terms related to co-payment, where you have to contribute some amount. Clause regarding coverage of pre-existing diseases. As I said, majority will not cover it. Then the waiting period after which coverage will begin. Then maximum age limit for entry and renewal of policy. Some policy will offer a lifetime renewal as well. Some, not all. Then conditions which regulate the renewal of policy are disclosing your details of pre-existing diseases, having all the documents of medical reports, etc., and where the medical tests are to be done and who is going to cover the cost. Then you pay the premium only when your insurance proposal has been accepted. And then once accepted, make sure to pay your premiums and get the policy renewal in time. If you miss the date, you'll still have 30 days. Can vary. Some companies will give you 15 days, but I think the guidelines by IRDAI have changed, and now everybody has 30 days only. So what are the few don'ts? Don't hold back true facts, because otherwise आपका claim settle नहीं होगा. You will blame the company, but only you are to be blamed for this reason. Then do not keep any gap in your policy renewal, because that can affect your cover. Get it renewal on time. So there are multiple factors to choose the right healthcare cover. And what are those factors? It should be a top health insurance company in India. They should have a customizable plan. We all know we can pick and choose as per the coverage. It should offer you complete protection. And some other factors should be wide network of cashless hospitals, high claim settlement of 90% plus. Give you the figures surely. So should have a good experience in the industry time span wise. कोई नई कंपनी नहीं होनी चाहिए, because नई कंपनी होगी तो नेटवर्क भी उनका नहीं होगा ज्यादा, और लो विंडो में 90% या उसका हाई रेशियो लेना is very much possible for smaller companies. Then lot of branches and agents should be there, so that there are a lot of touch points all across the country. Because customer care जो होती है ना, that should be in touch. Because ultimately you have to be aware. जब आपको hospitalization होगी, the first thing is that you have to inform the company. Or if you're going to a network hospital, they'll inform the company. So that is not an issue. If you're going to a non-network, you have to inform the company first. So companies इनके भी award functions होते हैं, so they pick up the one which is having the more credible reputation. So surely returns तो मिलेंगे नहीं. Health insurance is not about returns. It is always about saving your skin. It is always about saving your pockets. It is about being insured against any kind of catastrophes. So if you haven't bought insurance, it is time to get a move on, and I'll discuss various factors, other factors in the next session. And I hope you are not sleepy. So irrespective of my best efforts, we're close to 1.5 hours from starting. Sorry for starting half an hour late as well. So this was the last slide. This would be the next slide when we start the session next time. Factors that affect your health insurance premium in depth. I've discussed in brief. Now I will discuss in depth in the next session. So thank you so much for your patient hearing. I hope I am able to put across a few terminologies, a few things which have opened up your lacunas in the brain, which have opened up your narrow sections, which have trying to enlarge those things which you were not aware of, because we have a habit of blaming the company only many of the times, whereas we are at fault many of the times. So if these things are done after a week or maybe next Friday, you'll forget a few of these. Even with a recap, you will not be remembering a few things in the hustle and bustle of life. So that is the thing. We'll meet on Thursday evening for this session, surely. Second part of this, and the third part on Friday. This video will go on, today's video will go on YouTube also. For those who have missed, I'll put up in the group also, obviously. This is again to fast track the process, considering the unique situation we are in, my payback to the society. And my YouTube channel is one of those prime examples where I'm giving back to the society. So this is my social media presence by my name, except my page, which is by Dr. Bhavdeep Ahuja. So you can follow me over there. So this is my contact number, email, and website. So you'll get, you used to see the slide where part 16 has been published. Now part 20 has been published. Till part 20 has been published as well. So part 24 till part 24 has been submitted also. That will also be there by this Sunday. So you can download all those parts. And trust me, there are very interesting sessions on mutual funds which are going on. So do send me your feedback in the WhatsApp group wherever you are. And surely Bookers and Brickbats both will be welcome in equal measure. Carry home Gyan and summary I'll be giving you surely at the end of the third session. So if those 11 or 12 of you who were there today, make sure you have a continuity and you join back on Thursday for this session. And for the next session on practice management, we meet tomorrow morning at 7. So thank you so much for your patient hearing, and I stopped my share for the question time. If there are any, I already know that it is almost 10 o'clock, but if there are any questions, I'll be very happy to take them up. You can unmute and ask yours. Yes, Dr. Ajay, it is like a top-up recharge. I hope you asked in regard to the restoration limit, if I'm not wrong. Thank you, Dr. Kanaga. I tried to make it as crisp. Any queries? Please feel free to ask. How many of you were aware of most of the terminologies? Let's have a discussion for 5 minutes and then we'll wind up. How many of you were aware of a few things or discussions?
Sir, many terms were known to me, but the co-insurance part was the main new one to me.
Okay.
Sir, I want to add one point at this session. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम जब भी हम लोग इंश्योरेंस लेने जाते हैं, चाहे वो हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस हो, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस हो, ऑनलाइन जब भी हम सर्च करते हैं तो हमारा पहला जो पॉइंट होता है दैट इज कि हम ये देखते हैं कि क्लेम सेटलमेंट रेशियो क्या है। अगर आप गूगल पे भी सर्च करोगे, हर एक आर्टिकल सबसे पहले आपको यही बोलेगा दैट यू हैव टू सी कि क्लेम सेटलमेंट रेशियो क्या है। एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग है इस जगह पे, वो ये कि इंश्योरेंस को ब्रॉडली हम लोग दो तरीके से डिवाइड करते हैं। एक तो वो कंपनियां जो कि लाइफ इंश्योरेंस देती हैं, बाकी जितना भी इंश्योरेंस आता है वो जनरल इंश्योरेंस कैटेगरी में आता है। हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस भी जनरल इंश्योरेंस कैटेगरी में आता है। हम जब भी इंटरनेट पे सर्च करने जाएंगे कि हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस कंपनियों का क्या क्या परसेंटेज ऑफ क्लेम सेटलमेंट है, तो इसमें सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग जो है वो ये है कि फॉर एग्जांपल अगर हम मान लीजिए न्यू इंडिया इंश्योरेंस कंपनी या ओरिएंटल या कोई भी हमने एक इंश्योरेंस कंपनी ली जो कि हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस के अलावा और इंश्योरेंस को भी कवर करती है, तो एक्चुअली में नेट पे जो आपको दिखाया जाता है वो टोटल परसेंटेज ऑफ क्लेम को दिखाते हैं। मतलब फॉर एग्जांपल ले लीजिए, अगर आप न्यू इंडिया इंश्योरेंस कंपनी को ले लीजिए तो वो हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस के अलावा और भी बहुत सारी जनरल इंश्योरेंस चीजों को कवर करते हैं। दे कवर पर्सनल एक्सीडेंट, दे कवर फायर और तमाम चीजों को। तो जो उनका एक्चुअली में जो डेटा अवेलेबल है IRDA के संग या फिर किसी कोई वेबसाइट अगर उसको अवेलेबल कर रही है, तो वो ओवरऑल डेटा उनका होता है, वो उनका पर्टिकुलरली हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस को लेकर के नहीं होता है, एक्सेप्ट फॉर द कंपनीज जो कि सिर्फ हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस कवर करती है। फॉर एग्जांपल आपकी स्टार हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस कंपनी है, तो वो सिर्फ हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस को अगर कवर कर रही है तो उसका जो डेटा है वो एक्चुअली में हेल्थ, वो उनका ओरिजिनल डेटा है जो कि वो शो करते हैं। तो यहाँ पे जो पॉइंट आता है, हमें मालूम कैसे पड़ेगा कि ये इंश्योरेंस जो कवर हो रहा है, ये जो परसेंटेज दिखा रहे हैं, ये हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस का कितना है या ये हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस वाले प्लान्स में कितना कवर करते हैं।
I'll give you all the data. I'll give you all the data. I have all the numbers. अब IRDAI की गाइडलाइंस हैं, they have to give data as per different policies.
सर लेकिन उसमें भी एक प्रॉब्लम है एक्चुअली में। उसमें प्रॉब्लम ये आती है कि जो डेटा वो देते हैं परसेंटेज वाइज, दैट इज नॉट, उसमें ये नहीं होता है कि उन्होंने कितना क्लेम सेटलमेंट पूरा किया, कितना आधा किया, ये सारी प्रॉब्लम्स होती हैं। तो इसका एक बड़ा प्रैक्टिकल सोल्यूशन में जो मतलब मैंने सर्च किया, उसके बाद जो मेरे को समझ में आया, जो कि हम कम से कम मेडिकल फील्ड के लोग कर सकते हैं अपने लिए, जनरल पब्लिक के लिए इट इज नॉट सो इजी। ज्यादातर जितने भी बड़े हॉस्पिटल्स हैं जहाँ पे आप इंश्योरेंस ट्रीटमेंट के लिए जाते हैं, वहां पे सब जगह पे इंश्योरेंस डेस्क होती है। तो एक बहुत इजी तरीका ये है कि मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम हम लोगों के कोई ना कोई एक जान पहचान होती है डॉक्टर से मेडिकल साइड में। तो अगर आप 2 या 3 बड़े हॉस्पिटल्स के जो इंश्योरेंस डेस्क हैं, वहां से अगर आप पता करें कि भाई ये फला फला कंपनी है, इसका कितना क्लेम सेटलमेंट आप लोगों को मिल जाता है, जनरली उन इंश्योरेंस डेस्क से आपको जो इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलेगी वो बहुत ऑथेंटिक होती है।
I agree, but that is the problem is that even if a company has a 95% settlement ratio, the claim will not show कि the actual claim by the individual was 10 lakhs out of the 10 sum insured and how much was actually settled.
हाँ सर,
Number
यही
one.
बात मैं बोल रहा हूँ।
But then for this, that is the reason I gave the various glossary or the terminologies. People are not aware of the deductibles and the co-payment thing. The companies will not go back from what is written in the fine print. Because डंडा जो है ना वो सारी रेगुलेटरी बॉडीज का बहुत टाइट है इसमें. नोबडी, चाहे वो ये रियल एस्टेट वाले, इनके ऊपर रेडा का डंडा है, इंश्योरेंस वाले के ऊपर IRDAI का है, म्यूचुअल फंड के ऊपर सेबी का है. तो इन सबकी एक रेगुलेटरी बॉडी है विच एक्चुअली गवर्न्स दीज थिंग्स, एंड दीज थिंग्स हैव बिकम मोर पावरफुल इन द पास्ट 5-6 years. The governing bodies, they actually took customers for a ride before that. No credit to a particular government in this, no, but then this has happened in the recent 5-6 years only, because I know 2010 में भी लोग कैसे पॉलिसीज करवाते. अब क्लेम सेटल हुआ कि नहीं हुआ उसमें, अब कस्टमर ने अगर 10 लाख का भेज दिया कि मेरा 10 लाख का बिल है इन अ नॉन नेटवर्क हॉस्पिटल, देन सेटल हुआ बिल अकॉर्डिंग टू द सम इंश्योर्ड, अकॉर्डिंग टू डिडक्टिबल एंड द को पेमेंट क्लॉज. यार मेरे को तो सिर्फ 5 लाख मिला, कंपनी घटिया है. दे डोंट गो इनटू दैट पार्ट. अब नेटवर्क हॉस्पिटल में ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी, बिकॉज यू हैव टू पे ओनली अ लिमिटेड अमाउंट. आपकी पॉलिसी के हिसाब से आपको रूम अलॉट होगा लिमिट के हिसाब से. सो दोस थिंग्स आर ऑलरेडी टेकन केयर ऑफ इन अ नेटवर्क हॉस्पिटल मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम. Yes, there are still some loopholes in the system. I agree to your point, but certain वो ये आप जो कह रहे हैं ना डेटा मिल सकता है, yes that is possible, but then it is not a
नहीं सर, मैं दूसरी बात कह रहा था एक्चुअली. मैं मतलब मेरा कहने का मतलब इतना है कि अगर इंश्योरेंस डेस्क जो होती हैं नॉर्मली, अगर आपकी किसी हॉस्पिटल में सपोज करिए आपका कोई फ्रेंड है जो कि उस हॉस्पिटल में जॉब करता है, तो वो इंश्योरेंस डेस्क पे जो लोग बैठे होते हैं वो बहुत प्रॉपरली पेपर्स को सबमिट करते हैं. मैं आपको खुद बताऊं, मैंने इंश्योरेंस एज एन मेरा अपना सब्जेक्ट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट है तो मैं पढ़ता रहता हूं, लेकिन जब मैंने भी अपना भी इंश्योरेंस जब करवाया तो एक्चुअली मैं जो मेरे फ्रेंड्स हैं, जो मेरे बैचमेट हैं या जो सीनियर हैं जो कि अलग अलग हॉस्पिटल्स में इस समय जॉब कर रहे हैं, तो मैंने उनको ये बोला कि वो अपने हॉस्पिटल में इंश्योरेंस डेस्क पे ये पता करें. सपोज करिए मैंने एक कंपनी छाट ली XYZ कि मेरे को ये कंपनी समझ में आ रही है, तो मैंने क्या करा, मैंने उनसे ये पूछा कि बस आप ये पता करके बता दो कि ये इस फला कंपनी का अगर उनके पास क्लेम्स आते हैं तो कितने क्लेम्स दे प्रोसेस आउट. तो नॉर्मली क्या होता है कि क्योंकि वो डॉक्टर्स वहां पे जॉब कर रहे होते हैं, तो इंश्योरेंस डेस्क पे जो बंदे बैठे होते हैं वो बता देते हैं कि डॉक्टर साहब ये इस कंपनी का जो मतलब क्लेम सेटलमेंट है वो ठीक है, इनकी जो वे ऑफ वर्किंग है वो अच्छा है. ऑल्दो कोई ये हार्ड एंड फास्ट तरीका नहीं है या कोई फूल प्रूफ तरीका नहीं है. आज के टाइम पे हो सकता है कि उसकी वर्किंग अच्छी हो और 6 महीने बाद वर्किंग खराब हो जाए, या जब आप क्लेम लेने का आपका मौका आए आपको वर्किंग ना मिले. बट लेकिन फिर भी ये एक छोटी सी टिप है जो कि मतलब आई फाउंड माई सेल्फ कि हाँ ये
I agree Rishabh, but this is a terminology or this is a situation which you are referring to in a non-network hospital.
सर नहीं,
For a network hospital these things are not valid at all.
नहीं सर, वो बात बिल्कुल सही है. नेटवर्क हॉस्पिटल में तो वो नेटवर्क हॉस्पिटल में तो सर एक्चुअली में एक जो हॉस्पिटल और जो टीपी है उसके बीच का अपना कॉकस होता है.
हाँ.
आपको वो सबसे पहले आप आज की तारीख में जितने भी बड़े हॉस्पिटल है नेटवर्क हॉस्पिटल है उसमें आप जाओगे, सबसे पहले आपसे यही पूछेंगे आपका इंश्योरेंस है कि नहीं है. वो 3 लाख का आपका जो बिल होगा वो वहां पे अपने आप ही 5 लाख का कर देंगे. तो वो नेटवर्क हॉस्पिटल का जो खेल है वो तो सर ये है,
वो सबका ही चलता है. वो प्रॉब्लम कॉर्पोरेटाइजेशन ऑफ हेल्थ सेक्टर के कारण है. वो दैट इज नॉट नथिंग टू डू विद द डॉक्टर्स और हेल्थ केयर और द कंपनीज और द टीपीएस. वो तो कॉर्पोरेट्स ने पैसे कमाने, दिस थिंग इज देयर. वो लूपहोल्स दे विल स्टे फॉर दैट रीजन. देयर इज नो डिनायल ऑफ दैट. So never mind, point well taken. I know that. Yes, that is a small tip and trick that you added. So Dr. Divya asks, can we add our family members to the insurance later? Individual policies, some companies allow them to be converted into a family floater plan. Not all. But yes, if you have a single policy, single name policy, individual policy, it is better to take, and if you feel that you are at a higher risk, then don't absolve that policy, then let that continue and take a family floater separately. Because if you finish one, अब कई बार क्या होता है, these policies when they finish, some companies will treat it as a closure of the policy and taking up of a new policy rather than the conversion. In documentation I am talking. So what does that mean? You forego your waiting period in that sometimes. Again, it is not a universal thing, but then It happens with some companies.
में आप एक काम ये कर सकते हो कि अगर सपोज करिए आज की तारीख में आपके पास इंडिविजुअल पॉलिसी है और आप ये चाहते हो कि मेरे को फ्लोटर पॉलिसी में मेरे को अपने और मेंबर्स को इंक्लूड करना है, तो उसका एक बेटर तरीका ये है कि जब नेक्स्ट ईयर आपका जब पॉलिसी रिन्यूअल का टाइम आता है, उस टाइम पे आप उसको फ्लोटर पॉलिसी में कन्वर्ट कराइए। तो अगर आप उसी कंपनी के संग रहते हो तो आपको जो इंडिविजुअल पॉलिसी का जो आपका वेटिंग पीरियड है, जो भी आपके जो उसमें बेनिफिट्स हैं, वो अपने आप फ्लोटर पॉलिसी में चले जाते हैं। हाँ, लेकिन जो नया इंडिविजुअल उसमें जुड़ेगा, उसको वो एज सच नया लेंगे, उसको आपकी पॉलिसी के बेनिफिट्स उसमें नहीं मिलेंगे।
Yep. Yes, restoration, Ajay. Thank you. So, any more queries? Any more queries?
एक मैंने ऐसा सुना था कि अगर रिनाउंड डॉक्टर्स होते हैं उनको कैशलेस जो हॉस्पिटल में रहता है वहाँ पे जो चार्जेस होते हैं वो कम मिलते हैं, तो उसकी वजह से वहाँ पे वो कम प्रेफर करते हैं, अपने यहाँ पे ज्यादा प्रेफर करते हैं। तो अपने केस में अगर हॉस्पिटल और डॉक्टर दोनों सिलेक्ट करते हैं तो उसके अंदर थोड़ा सा इश्यू रहता है। ऐसा एक
अजय, आपकी वॉइस बीच में कट के आई है, प्लीज रिपीट द क्वेश्चन।
एम आई क्लियर सर?
हाँ, बेटर, या।
सर मैंने एक सुना था कि कोई रिनाउंड डॉक्टर होते हैं, वो कैशलेस हॉस्पिटल में जब भी सर्जरी के लिए जाते हैं तो उनको जो उनका शेयर होता है वो कम मिलता है, तो वहाँ पे कम जाते हैं। उसके लिए हमको कैशलेस हॉस्पिटल और अपने जो डेडिकेटेड डॉक्टर्स होते हैं या मतलब ये डॉक्टर से मुझे सर्जरी करवानी है और ये हॉस्पिटल में करवानी है, तो उसका मैच करना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है अगर कैशलेस है तो, क्योंकि वो हॉस्पिटल में शेयर उनको कम मिलता है तो वो वहाँ पे जाना कम प्रेफर करते हैं। ऐसा मैंने सुना था। अगर am I right or wrong, that I don't know.
See, it again varies from tier of city. If it is a good city, hospital बड़ा हो छोटा हो, they'll want to be associated with the company because hospital को तो ultimately काम मिल रहा है ना, उनको तो
Yes.
business से मतलब है, चाहे इंश्योरेंस से आए चाहे डायरेक्ट से आए। तो and the company gets benefited that a reputed hospital is associated with them. So it is a kind of a symbiotic relationship. Yes, if the city is small, tier 2, tier 3 city hai, then what you have heard might be partially true in that case or in some cases. But in a good city, even for a tier 1 or majority of tier 2 cities, like mine is a tier 2 city, we actually don't find such a problem because most of the hospitals are associated with majority of the good companies. And they have a, say, symbiotic relationship in a way that the hospital gets a business and the reputed people or the reputed doctors are already associated with them, and the client is assured कि मेरे network list में ये बड़ा hospital है. And for city like me, चाहे मेरा area city का कितना भी हो, but any hospital except for the other side of the city, वो दूर है. Otherwise, majority hospitals are in the vicinity of each other. 4-5-8 किलोमीटर is not a big amount in my town. It might be a, say, Bombay जैसे city हो, tier 1 city हो, तो 20 किलोमीटर even seems closer to the patient sometimes, but it does not make a difference in cities like us where traffic is not a big issue unless on special occasions, but otherwise 5-8 kilometer means maximum 10-15 minutes for us. So this makes a huge difference otherwise. But otherwise, I feel that this is a relationship which we need to make sure that all the big hospitals are associated. There will hardly be any bigger hospital which is not associated with insurance in today's times. It works for both of them. The company gets more reputation that yes, all these hospitals are associated, and of course, the hospital is going to get business, no doubt about it. I hope I'm clear.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Madhavi, what is a floating plan? Family floater plan means where all the individuals of the family, for example, 2 kids, 2 husband, wife, and 2 parents, for example, 6 people are covered in one plan, and any one family member can claim unlimited times, or even all the family members can claim unlimited times till the sum insured for that reason, for that amount. इसमें वो नहीं होता कि आप साल में 1 क्लेम ले सकते हैं, 2 क्लेम ले सकते हैं, like a professional indemnity which comes with a rider for such. So any more queries? Is it clear, Dr. Madhavi?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, can I ask one more question?
Sure.
If you're not getting late.
Sure. No problem.
So
I had
what
my
is
lunch already,
TPA?
dinner already.
Okay. So what is TPA? Like you mentioned,
Third
your
party
father
administrator.
has.
Third party
Yes,
administrator.
sir. So what was the reason behind like your father has the TPA policy and yet it is not cleared?
उनका रीजन ये है कि थोड़ा सा मेरे एंड पे डिले भी था फॉलो अप का अभी तक ना। बीच में मैं कोविड कारण सिचुएशन थोड़ी सी पिछले साल, क्योंकि एक साल तो कोविड में गया ना, तो उनके यही बहाने थे कि स्टाफ नहीं आ रहा, ये नहीं आ रहा, वो नहीं आ रहा, ऑल दोस थिंग्स। उनका सर्विस प्रोवाइड, उनका एक्चुअली पॉलिसी वाज अ फिक्स्ड इंडेमनिटी प्लान। दे एक्चुअली पेड 1 month सैलरी एज अ प्रीमियम एट द टाइम ऑफ रिटायरमेंट टू गेट a medical insurance for 2 lakh rupees from the State Bank of India. And वो 2 lakhs was on a reducing basis. कि let's suppose उन्होंने he only received one claim, 22,000 का उन्होंने या 25,000 का claim लिया था for a cataract operation done in 2011, 10 or 11. So cataract का करवाया था उन्होंने, he claimed one of those. So 1,75,000 to 80,000 was pending out of those 2 lakhs, and for that amount both my father and mother were covered, because वो as a pensioner the wife becomes the dependent, so husband wife दोनों covered होते हैं for a retired employee. If the children are dependent, they also are covered. Since we were both independent, me and my brother, so we were not covered. So वो 2 lakh की policy में he was covered. So we claimed for 98,000 of that amount about 2 months after his death, and in July or August 2019. He was hospitalized in May 2019. He expired on 30th June. So the delay was taken care of because 3 months ka time hota hai grace period between the hospitalization and applying of the reimbursement claim. तो वो उनका टीपीए चेंज हो गया, जो जिस कंपनी से क्लॉज था अब कोई और कंपनी इज टेकिंग केयर ऑफ, सो दैट इज व्हाई द इशू वाज देयर. सो अभी वो लास्ट स्टेज पे, नहीं तो फिर अगला स्टेज कंज्यूमर कोर्ट पे जाएगा. अभी भी स्टेट बैंक की इंटरफेरेंस बाकी है. वंस इट इंटरफेयर्स इट विल बी मोर क्लियर टू दोस थिंग्स. सो ये चीजें होती रहती हैं, ये इंश्योरेंस में होती है. जो इंडेमनिटी प्लान्स होते हैं ना, जैसे ये टीपीए चेंज होता रहता है, बिकॉज स्टेट बैंक को किसी और ने अच्छा दिया तो नेक्स्ट ईयर उन्होंने टीपीए चेंज कर लिया. ये चीज चलती रहती है, especially for group insurances. This keeps on happening.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yep. So any more queries or we call it a day? चलो take a break. सुबह मिलते हैं 6:55 with costing in dentistry, and that is part 2. Gross profit margin will be in part 3. थोड़ा सा इंतजार डॉक्टर दिव्या. तो gross profit margin will be in part 3 on Friday morning. Okay then, take care.
Thank you, sir.
Please do post your feedback if you had any insights, and I'll give you a lot more in the Thursday session at 8 p.m. Hopefully there will be no delay that day. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Good night. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir.